Alright, what is up, my friends? Welcome to another episode of Your Deck Live, a show where I play Your Deck live on stream in Aethermech. Good old Aethermech. Aethermech is a frequent contributor here to Your Deck Live, and Aethermech's got a pretty cool one here for us. So, Aethermech has built us what he dubs Adventure Time. Rakdos Adventure Time in Pioneer. Kind of a mid-range Rakdos deck based around Murderous Rider and Bonecrusher Giant being insanely good removal spells and threats, good 2-for-1s. And this is the original list that Aethermech sent me. And there are some things I like, things I didn't like. For those who don't know, Your Deck Live is a show I play Your Deck Live on stream. You submit the deck list to me and a little bit of money. And I take the deck and play it on stream, give me my thoughts, and then fix it at the end. But I always tune it up first a little bit. So, some things I didn't like. I felt like we were a little light on kind of like top end stuff. Aside from Kroxa, like card advantage and top end. Don't think Pharika's Libation's the main deckable card in this format. No Fatal Push, didn't like that. So, this is the original list. Also, the skull cracks don't make sense to me at all. So, this is the original list. This is my tuned up version. And we're going to take a look at this. And then we're going to battle. So, definitely think that not playing Fatal Push is just a mistake. Especially in a deck with Fabled Passage and Kroxa. With Kroxa, you can like cast Kroxa, use the Revolt trigger, and kill some with Fatal Push. So, not playing Fatal Push seems crazy to me. So, playing some pushes. I left 2 sprays. I don't think spray is like super necessary, but left 2 sprays. Shaded Brutality, shaved a Kolaghan's Command. A lot of removal, And I added an extra Liliana and a Chandra Torch Defiance. Liliana's insane in this deck. The big thing about this deck is we're playing Young Pyromancer, right? Which is obviously triggers off instants and sorceries, but we're playing 14 creatures. How can we do that? Well, these 7 creatures are all also just instants and sorceries. And so Stomp triggers Pyromancer, but it's also a creature. And then because it's a creature, Liliana of Last Hope can get it back out of the graveyard. So now Liliana can actually get back removal spells from the graveyard. That's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool interaction. So we added a 3rd Liliana and 1 Chandra Torch Defiance, trying to have a little extra oomph as far as card advantage goes. There's a risk with decks like this where you build your deck to be all removal spells and no card advantage, and you end up like, kill your creature, kill your creature, kill your creature, kill your creature, draw land, draw land, draw land, die. So we have Castle Locthwain, which I think is one of the most important cards just printed in the last 5 years, honestly. This card's just so unbelievably good. And we have Castle Locthwain, a few Planeswalkers now. Obviously, Murderous Rider and Bonecrusher Giant are 2-for-1s, which is nice. Pyromancer can make some advantage, so pretty sweet. I do like these kind of black removal-y decks. We played a decent amount of these. I like the cycling lands in these decks a lot too. Played 4 cycling lands in our Ashiok brew yesterday, and those seem cool. Now, sideboard-wise, I left some things and I cut some things. So Skullcrack, I don't know what we're skullcracking. It doesn't make sense to me. But we've got... I maintain the 4 slaughter games. This feels like too many, but I'm going to leave it. Again, I want to tweak the deck. I don't want it to completely override the deck from the original list that I get. And slaughter games is quite good against the various combo decks in the format. You remove Heliod from the mono white Heliod decks, and now they're just like a pretty mopey mid-range deck we can beat up on. Remove Inverter from the Inverter decks, now they can't combo. Things like that. So 4 might be too many. 4 might be too many, but... we left it. The one thing I did do is I moved the Libation to the board because I think this card is just not very good. And then I added a package of Planeswalkers to the sideboard. I'm concerned that we have too many removal spells and not enough things to do against like mid-range and control decks. So we have 2 Chandra Awakened Inferno, which is really good against control decks. And we have 2 Chandra Acolyte of Flame, which is just a good card in general. It's a good threat. It pokes things. It's hard to kill. And then it can flash back our Thoughtseize and our things like that as well. So that's pretty sweet too. So a little Chandra package here for the mid-range matchups. And Soul Guide Land is kind of cool as a graveyard hate card. But not sure if it's the best one. Rakdos Charm was suggested, but we'll see. We'll see. Against Inverter, you want to remove the Inverters. Because Inverter's a 6/6 flyer, it can kill you. Without Inverter in their deck, they struggle to win the game. So... Skullcrack stopping Heliod Ballista makes no sense because they can just do it on your upkeep in the next turn. So it just doesn't make any sense at all. So I don't know why Skullcrack was there. But that's the deck. Let's battle. We got a nice long day today of Your Deck Live. We also playing all Pioneer. We're playing Sultai God Pharaoh Gift for Jubiles. and Young Reefy. Reezy, I don't know. I'm trying to make a young Wheezy pun, but Young Reefy for Sakarath. That was a brew I had to build based around Young Pyromancer and Risen Reefs. Look for those later, and if you're watching on YouTube, look for those in different videos. But for now, we're about to go on an adventure. I think it's about time for another adventure. Bilbo Baggins of the Shire. That's right. Let's go. Join this league. I want to remind everyone that this stream is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com. CoolStuffInc.com is your #1 source for all your game shopping needs. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff going on right now. Obviously, we're all locked in our houses. And Cool Stuff Inc. has free content every single day. No paywall ever. And my content. Video Monday, Article Friday. Check it out. CoolStuffInc.com. Also, promo code Jim5 will not only get you 5% off your order, but it will also get you a free Jim Davis Goblin token. I have those somewhere, but oh wait, here they are. Should leave one on my desk so I can show it to y'all. I have a box of a whole bunch of them, but you can't have these. These are mine. So, promo code Jim10, or Jim5, I'm sorry, 5% off, and you get a free Jim Davis Goblin token. Pretty cool, right? So, go to CoolStuffInc.com, go buy your everything. There I am. All right, check it out. CoolStuffInc.com, promo code Jim5, and no one wants to play this morning. There we go. We got a match. Let's go. All right. Drewberry, they are opening Vintage Cube. Vintage Cube is going to come back like tomorrow or something. And more importantly, they're going to be bringing back Theros ranked draft, because why the hell wouldn't they have that? I've been complaining about that nonstop for the last few weeks. Theros ranked draft is coming back, which means we can play Bronze to Mythic. We're doing that probably either over the weekend or starting next week. Look for that. On the draw, and our hand is kind of medium, but we're going to keep this. You draw cheap spells or lands, so on the play I might not keep this. On the draw I think it's fine. So, oh god, I hate this deck. Hate it. The Lotus Field deck tilts me off the face of the planet. We're super dead. This matchup seems abysmal. Yeah, obviously. We're playing Magma Spray and Liliana of Last Hope, and they're going to storm combo us on turn 4. Raise your hand, chat, if you hate this deck. Pieces of the puzzle. What are we reading today versus combo? I don't know. We'll find something cool to read. Good thing we have 4 Slaughter games in a sideboard. I don't know what we name, honestly. Read Aragorn's speech. If you find me the text of Aragorn's speech, Lord Draken, and I'll read it. I'll do it. But you gotta find me. I don't have it offhand. So you find me it, put in a link in chat, and I'll read that while we get destroyed by this stupid deck. Bonecrusher Giant. Alright, so we just attack here and they block. We just play Pyromancer and Magma Spray. It's not even that this deck is too good. It's just really, really annoying because it's so counterbalanced the rest of the format. It's just so out there. It's just hard to build your deck to be good against it and everything else. Better get that speech quickly, Lord Draken, we're probably dying next turn, so let's go here. Come on. Hustle up. I would love to read Aragorn's speech. Hurry up, Lord Draken. There we go. There's pictures. I need text. I don't need all these pictures and stuff. That is really short. Well, I'll do my best. We'll win an Oscar or something. What do you win for good speeches? But I mean, like, it's like text and picture. I want to just read, you know? All right. They're at 20 still. Yeah, we're 100% dead next turn. All right, let's cast Bonecrusher Giant, attack. You have a decent clock, I guess. I'm ready to read. Discord. Read limericks. Pour over pages. All right, there we go. I got it. Are they going off? All right. Aragorn's speech to the riders of Rohan and the Gondor army at the gates of Mordor, the Black Gate, performed by me, Jim Davis. Sons of Gondor, of Rohan, my brothers, I see in your eyes... Oh, we're still alive. What did they do? Oh, they wish for anger the gods? That's what's like the worst thing ever. Just kill me, you know? Just freaking kill me. Why do you gotta do this? Why do you gotta do this? That sucks. That was our entire clock. They have 5 cards in hand and 3 Lotus fields. Man, that's real rude. You know, just trying to read a nice little speech here and have a good time. We don't have a clock anymore. Like, are we just playing Murderous Rider? Kroxa doesn't really do much, honestly. That's true. You get like Lily and then Kroxa. Probably isn't. Whatever. Sure. Concede? No. I want to read the speech. I'm all amped to read the speech now. All right. Let me try again. I gotta win the Oscar here. Sons of Gondor, of Rohan, my brothers, I see in your eyes the same fear that would take the heart of me. A day may come when the courage of men fails, when we will forsake our friends and break all bonds of fellowship. But it is not this day. An hour of wolves and shattered shields when the age of men comes crashing down. But it is not this day. This day we fight. By all that you hold dear on this good earth, I bid you stand, men of the West. We're still dying. And by stand, I mean concede. Boo. Mordor wins. The Black Gate opens. We're dead. I need more things to read for next game. That was good, though. How did I do? On a scale of 1 to 10, how is my Aragorn speech? Are you inspired? Are you ready to storm the Black Gate to try and buy time for Frodo against insurmountable odds and certain death? Are you ready? Or are you just sad we died to the stupid combo deck? What do you think? 4.2, that hurts. I tried. 3? Oh man, I'm not gonna do these anymore. People are gonna tell me I'm bad at them. It's more fun to live in the delusion thinking I'm good at them. Man, that sucks. All right, let's bring some hate cards. Slaughter Games, Chandra. I guess I could like make them sack their Underworld Breach in theory. All right, so we got to cut like a million cards. Got the Fatal Pushes. Cut the Magma Sprays. Obviously, our all removal deck is terrible against the spell-based combo deck. I think Murderous Rider. I mean, Liliana's terrible also. Jeez. Rude. More heart? Jeez. I am sitting in my office. I'm on a battlefield, you know? Man. Yo, tough audience. All right, so all this is gone. This is 59. So I'll like leave 2 Murderous Riders, I guess. I guess push kills the the O3. And it's just a cheap spell at least. And then Bonecrusher. I mean, Kolaghan's command makes them discard, I guess. Alright, we'll leave it at Dreadbore, I guess, also to kill the Fablishes and stuff. What do we name with Slaughter Games, though? That's the big question. Obviously, we name Lotus Field if we don't have a Lotus Field in play yet, but it's possible there are win conditions like in the sideboard. Yeah, I guess it's probably Fablishes first. All right, going first. No, you can name lands of games. All right, we're gonna keep. Sand's not very good, but we have a Duress, a Lantern, I guess. We can cycle. I mean, I don't know what we're mulliganing to, you know, like. Oh, it is non-land. You're right. Why is it non-land? That's lame. My card sucks. Alright. Why is Unmoored Ego land and that non-land when it costs more mana? It's really rude. Alright, we're gonna mulligan. Okay. This plays, I guess. Keep this. Bottom. We want to go Pyromancer on 2. Is Lantern better than Fatal Push? They have a stupid 0-3. Just dump the Lantern, maybe? Maybe not. Let's dump Kolaghan's command, I think. Yeah, four Slaughter Games is pretty wild. I know Ego allows the draw, but it still costs 1 less, you know. Slaughter Games can hit more than 4 of something. Alright, so we're going to ship the Kolaghan's command. And I don't love these passages. Passage is like a little underpowered, a 2-color deck. Turns on Revolt. It's a card in the graveyard for Kroxa, but Seven Dwarfs are cool. Alright, well, get your land, so Young Peasy. Botanical Sanctum. Satyr Wayfinder. Nice Fatal Push, Jim. Nice Fatal Push. And they found Lotus Field. What a sicko. Alright, so if you got Lotus Field in hand, Slaughter Games. Guess we're not going to play this. Do you play Soul Guide Lantern now? Probably. Getcha. And we're just going to cast Lantern and Nyx, like, I don't know, the Breach, I guess. I don't think it really matters that we mix. Probably want to draw a card off it next turn. We'll see what we can Slaughter Games maybe next turn. We draw land. We have Libation to hit Underworld Breach. So we have Breach covered like 2 different ways, but they're gonna Dissenter's Deliverance my Soul Guide Lantern. Alright. I guess, sure. It's fine. I think Libation's not very good, but Aethermech had him in the main deck, which I don't think is a reasonable thing to do. So I put 2 on the sideboard. It seems okay here, but alright, big land draw here. Not quite. Not quite. Alright. Yeah, Absent the Purifier, resub. Appreciate that. I missed you. My bad. My bad. Sylvan Scrying again. Botanical Sanctum. Sylvan Scrying again. Man, I shouldn't have Sylvan Scrying. I mean, now their hand's 2 lands, right? They have 5 cards and 2 lands. And they have, I'm sorry, 4 cards and 2 lands. So, what do we name? This is actually concerning to me. I don't know what we name. I don't think there's any one card that like shuts them off. Yeah, like Fan Bushes seems like the most reasonable, but I feel like it's not going to turn them off. You can't name oracles; they'll just Fan Bushes for it. So, all right, we're gonna name Fan Wishes. Got it. All right, so they've got. Oh, they just have the Stirrings and the Underworld Breach. Oh wait, that's not enough. I don't think. All right, so what do they got in here? They have 1 copy of Expansion Explosion, 1 copy of Niv Mizzet Perun, and that is it. So those are their 2 ways to win. Once we exile all of these, 1 Niv Mizzet and 1 copy of Expansion Explosion. Okay. Sure, it's not going to reveal this, obviously, because why would it do that? Sanctum, Blast Zone, Lotus Field, Breach, Stirrings. And we have the Libation to kill the Breach. What's up, Y Peepo? How's it going, my friends? Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're tuning in, welcome to the stream. My name's Jim Davis. This is Your Deck Live, a show where I play Your Deck live on stream. This is Aethermech's Rakdos Adventure Time deck. And we're trying our best here, folks. Deck with 20 kill spells against the no creature deck. Although we are killing some creatures here, realistically. That's not bad either. Now you can flash. No, you can't flashback Slaughter Games. Tilt. But we can play this. This is fun. Let's kill this thing and attack. Don't think leaving up Libation for Breach is necessary here. Nothing really relevant in their graveyard, so cast this and we get to untap. Probably win in 2 turns, so like that. But if you're watching on Twitch, make sure you hit that follow button, of course. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you follow on there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Watching on YouTube, want to support me for free? Really, really easy. Take 10 seconds. Leave a comment, like the video, sub the channel. That's all you gotta do. Yeah, flashback Slaughter Games would be tight. Alright, planning's pretty scary because that actually might give them the food they need to kill us a Breach. Oh my god, we're dead. We're dead. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. They bin their Expansion Explosion. Alright, so we're probably dead. For deck tech, should we put the link in donation message or leave it in chat? Both. Both. What's our next speech? I put some Braveheart. Oh man, they just drew insane. They had like nothing in their hand, basically. That sucks. Well, I guess I got punished for playing this, not leaving up the Libation, but I wanted to have lethal this turn, so. Remember the Titans? I don't know what that is. That's not gonna work for me. I never seen that. I think we're about to concede anyway, so. Alright, so obviously, pretty unfortunate. Matchup seems atrocious. We're just playing a deck full of removal spells, and we're just playing. Alright, and they drew Niv Mizzet and their Expansion Explosion. Alright, whatever. Alright, fine, we're dead. We're dead. Not ideal. Not ideal. Keep or mulligan. The Lotus Field deck. Keep or mulligan. I would not be unhappy if Lotus Field was not legal. What's up, Garam? Is Blue-Red Emrakul Breach a thing in Modern? It's a thing. I don't think it's like a good thing. It's a, you know, a medium deck that you can win with, but I don't think it's great. Sakarath, awesome, my friend. Yes, we brewed that up this morning. All right, so Round 1, not too great for us. Not too great. Yeah, I think that I like the idea of the identity of Pioneer not being a combo format, which obviously is not true right now. But I like the idea of Modern and Pioneer feeling very, very different. And Modern is the place you go to Storm combo and turn 3 ad nauseum and whatever. And then Pioneer is the place you go to like play Super Standard. I like that. So it had lethal because they would be at 8 and Libation would be 6 and Chandra. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. We put them to 6. We put them to 8. Libation is token. Yeah, maybe you're right. Actually, I don't think it would have mattered though. They drew so many things that we killed a breach, but they still had Niv Mizzet off the porta pages anyway. So I think you're right, but I don't think it would have actually mattered. So. Modern is where you go for Mystic Sanctuary Mirrors. Yeah, I mean, that too, I guess. Okay, kind of a mopey hand here. We're on the draw. We got a Cycling Land, a Kill Spell. I think we're going to keep... I don't like Passage in this deck. Just going to throw that out there. But we're going to keep... Breeding Pool. Don't go Boral Grazer, I swear to God. Alright. Alright, so just into Sultai Delirium. You wanted a slower deck? Here we go. Let's grind. Locthwain is nice. So play Slough, say go. Let's castle next turn, cycle the Slough. Pretty good hand here. Satyr Wayfinder. Kalidas Questing Beast. Land. Interesting. Just rando 4-drops. Sure. So they're going to keep the Overgrown Tomb, which is whatevskis. And I guess we're just going to Kroxa. It's not the most exciting thing in the world, but drawing other lands also not very exciting, but let's give him the old Kroxa. Next turn we have Blood Crypt Cycle, or Field of Ruin, or Dreadbore, Thoughtseize, never mind, not many spells anymore. Match 2, Game 1. We lost round 1 to the stupid Lotus Field deck. Ban Control feels very safe, Spartan, because not only is the deck very good, all the cards in the deck are very good, so even if decks change, you'll still have all the good cards. So that was not a bad draw. Now, they could have, like, Murderous Rider in their hand or something like that. They had a Euro, too. That's still... Where'd that Euro come from? Oh, that was discarded off of the Kroxa. Right. They have a Swamp in play. That's good, though. Pretty sure we just Liliana here and kill the Wayfinder. Deck tech, you got it, my friend. We'll do that deck tech after this league, right? I don't think we answer Euro very well. What ways do we have in our deck to rid ourselves of a Euro? Like, we can Murderous Rider it and Dreadbore it, but as far as permanently dealing with it, that's pretty scary. Modern Burn Primer. I might have written a Burn Primer at some point. I remember running articles for like 10 years. Google search Jim Davis Burn Guide and see if anything comes up. I'll be damned if I know. You can also like minus Liliana, get back Kroxa, cast Kroxa, do a little stuff too, you know? Fill up the graveyard a little bit. Make him discard a few cards. And a truck. 3-month resale. Welcome back. Home from work to the coronavirus. Hanging out, catching the stream live. Love it. Happy to have you, my friend. Thanks so much. Hope everyone's staying safe out there. Here we go. Here we go. Here it comes. Here it comes. That card's really good against us too. Man, that card's really good. Alright. I think we're in trouble, folks. Like, Dreadbore is cool and all, but does not feel good just to get straight 2 for 1 off of our thing here. Alright. Because they're going to start just casting Euro, and I'm not sure how we're going to win. Euro is definitely 5 magnitude earthquake here in Utah. Man, the world is literally falling apart. Literally falling apart. Oh my god. So, at a glance, their deck seems much, much better at grinding than our deck does. Which is not good. This deck falls into the trap of having, that a lot of like Mardu decks do, where they just play a ton of removal spells, but don't necessarily have a great engine. Like, they have Euro, and Tireless Tracker, and Vraska, and like this Delirium engine, all this good stuff. And we kind of just don't. And that concerns me. That is a major, major concern. Alright, we're going to Kroxa, I guess. Did I see the Locust attacks in Saudi Arabia? I did not. But that's why we have our emotional support hamster. They can push this Kroxa too. That sucks. So... It's the end of the world as we know it. Discard a card, please. Discard a Satyr Wayfinder. Their hand must be pretty good. Wayfinder seems nice to fill the graveyard for Euro and get a land for Tracker, so the 2 cards in their hand are better than Satyr Wayfinder. That's scary. That's scary. Alright, so they're going to cast Euro, probably. Yeah, this doesn't feel great. Doesn't feel great. Their Titan's better than ours, and their engine's better than ours. And, like, I feel like we're probably going to bring in Slaughter games, because I don't think we can actually beat Euro in, like, a long game. Now, 4 cards in end. And we are pretty dead. I mean, it would help to draw spells, obviously, too, but... Ouch. Pretty sure I actually never want to field them, so... Their end is Fatal Push, Abrupt Decay, Tasigur. So just all gas. All gas. Yeah, I think we're pretty dead here. Just move on to the next game here. Yeah, so definitely deck feels a little exposed here. And again, like I said, this is a problem that like Mardu decks often have, where like they're built with a bunch of really good removal spells and stuff, but they don't necessarily have a great overall plan, which concerns me greatly. So we need to bring in our Soul Guide Lanterns. We need to bring in probably like 1 or 2 Slaughter games for Euro. Let's get Soul Guide Lantern. Maybe we don't need these. I would say we need less spot removal. I guess like Kolaghan's Command. Like Kolaghan just doesn't feel very good in this format. It's a good card, but there are very few artifacts to kill. There's a level of redundancy here where we have a ton of shocks already. We have 2 damage from Bonecrusher Giant, 2 damage from Magma Spray, which makes the 2 damage from Kolaghan's command much less exciting because we already have 2 damage effects, you know? So, not really thrilled by Kolaghan's command in this format in general. And then, yeah, I wouldn't mind Big Chandra either. Which has a nice grindy card. Our brutalities don't seem very good either. So I think that one of the issues we're seeing with this deck already is that when you build a deck, you need to build your deck for the metagame it is going to be playing in. You know, in a vacuum, Collective Brutality and Kolaghan's Command are phenomenal Magic cards. They are modern to legacy level, you know, high-powered, tier 1 spells. The problem is, how do they line up with the format, you know? Brutality doesn't line up great against a lot of decks in the format. It's another shock. It does 2 damage, -2/-2. Kolaghan's Command has the same problem. You know, so it's how do things line up with the rest of the format, and then how do things line up with the rest of your deck. You know, there's a lot of redundancy here, but with 2 damage effects, you don't really need more of those. So, all right. Last Hope, Murderous Rider, Bonecrusher, Dreadbore, Pyromancer, Thoughtseize. I don't love these sprays either, honestly. I'm going to ship the sprays. I'm going to bring 2 Slaughter games. I think it's 1 Slaughter games, one Chandra. Yeah, I don't ever want to draw a second Slaughter games, but the first one to hit Euro seems pretty good, so let's just bring in 1. Let's try this. Let's try this. Erie TV, thanks for following. I appreciate that. Hit that follow button, of course. And if you're feeling a little down, people are losing their jobs, there's locusts attacking everyone, earthquakes. Remember, folks, we have Zibby, our emotional support hamster here. So if you need help, he's here to help you. Right, Zibby? Right, Zibby? He's going to get fired, too. Let's go. Playing first. Come on. Okay. We're going to keep... I'm also not convinced that Young Pyromancer is that good without cantrips in our deck. You know? It's okay. Like, the problem with I'm seeing with this deck so far is this deck has a lot of cards that are good, but it's not necessarily making them good. You know? So I was going to keep this, ship a Lantern. And the question is, do I want to cast Thoughtseize on 1 or 3 after I cast Pyromancer? I suppose Pyromancer is likely to die. Wait, what? Yeah, I guess we'll play Thoughtseize, I guess. Alright, their hand is really, really, really good. Trophy, Wayfinder, Tassiger, Thoughtseize, Tracker, 2 lands. So perfect mix of threats, disruption, synergy. Yeah. That sucks. What's up, Goober? How's it going, my friend? I guess taking Thoughtseize. We could take the Wayfinder and just try and, like, I guess mana screw them. Then they Thoughtseize us and probably take the Pyromancer. This Wayfinder also turns on Tassiger, which turns on their entire hand. Take the Wayfinder. I was going to go with Lantern, but... Where's our Tower Tracker? I know. Sad reacts only. They Thoughtseize us. But they have so much removal, the Pyromancer isn't even that good anyway, so... Alright, so they take Pyromancer, sure. That's a good draw. So we're going to play a Lantern, and we're probably just going to cycle it, honestly. Let's exile the creature. Try and draw a land and play Liliana next turn. Fabled Passage, crack it. So they have their third land for Tracker. We need to draw our third and fourth lands. So, Cycle Lantern. Oh my god, that is not a land. Need to draw a land. Draw back-to-back 6-drops. And they drew a land also, so they can track her next turn. Fantastic. Oh, we drew a land now. All right, well, one turn too late, but sure. Better late than never, but never late is better. We're going to minus, get back Pyromancer. Just guarantee some value here. Or Bonecrusher Giant. Yeah, Bonecrusher Giant for sure. All right. If you draw like land, could be okay here. Ooh, they're playing land and they're not playing. They have Vraska again? Rude. Okay. I mean, we could just stomp that, I guess. That actually works out pretty well. And then we get to Chandra and then plus Bonecrusher Giant, the Vraska. They have a trophy. We're online for other Chandra. We're actually in kind of okay shape this game, honestly. Our card's certainly very good. Their hand is Tracker, Trophy, Tassiger. So if they trophy my Chandra and I draw a land, I can just Chandra them. Tower Tracker, sure. Breeding Pool, sure. Alright. We get a land off the top, please. Is that possible? Can we do that? Here it comes. Oh, man. Alright. Thoughtseize, you. A Grizzly Salvage, Tassiger, the Golden Fang. I guess we're taking the Tassiger. Just want to draw a land. Salvage is pretty good. I might find Euro, but I guess Chandra could exile Euro, right? I like this card a lot. I think this card's pretty underrated, honestly. They reveal land, Nissa, land. That's pretty good. If they get Nissa, we get to play Chandra and blow them out. The Wrath. It's pretty cool. They're going to take the Nissa, sure. They get another clue, though. Like, 6-mana Chandra is a house. Alright, can't flip yet. God. No. Now they get to flip their Chandra. I mean, flip their Nissa. Oh. A 10? Jeez. I'm just saying go. So I've cast 2 Thoughtseize this game. Nissa Vastwood Seer. I think we're dead, folks. The problem with the Mardu questing beast that Mardu Rakdos decks often have as well. So not only are they just piles of removal, but they don't have any smoothing. Oh my god. They don't have any way to smooth their draws out. There's no Serum Visions. There's no Scry effects. You just kind of hope you draw the right number of lands and spells too. So far things aren't going very well. I think it's definitely a good example of a deck that looks good on paper because all the cards are good, but is in practice not working the way you would expect it to. I think both of these matches so far have been kind of a estimate of that somewhat. Remember, folks, check out coalesceapparel.shop. Check out my shirt. That's right. Join the Pile Drivers today. Get a Pile Driver shirt. Super comfortable, super nice, really, really high quality shirts from Coalesce. They have tons of great shirt designs that aren't just mine. Guild shirts and Wooberg, all sorts of stuff. Check it out. Coalesceapparel.shop. Promo code GYM10, 10% off your order. Coalesceapparel.shop. Also check out the Hex Holder for when you can go outside again. You gotta store your cards, right? Holds 4 double sleeve decks. Holds playmat, hand sanitizer, holds your zibby, holds your pad, holds your pen. Check it out, the Hex Holder. Order one now so you're all ready to go when it's time to go outside again. TheHexHolder.com. Also, never mind, we got a match. The problem is that Thrill of Possibility is just not a good Magic card. It's just like a pretty weak card, unless you're specifically utilizing graveyard synergies. And maybe this deck wants to do that, go a little more heavier on the graveyard. But, alright, let's go. Come on. We've had some uneven draws too, but... Oh yeah. Alright, so we're going to ship the Brutality. Again, same problem where Brutality is sort of like redundant with the Bonecrusher Giant as a 2-mana shock. Don't like that. Alright, Thoughtseize you. Let's go. Gideon, Heliod, Knight, Stasis Snare, Atomic, Nykthos. Thrill and Fiery Temper, just like, that's just too, that's too much synergy, not enough power. Cling to Dust is kind of cool. It's the 1 black card, right? It's an Exiles card, so it can contain cantrips. It's like a Cremate. That card is cool. I did consider that card, but I figured the Escape would be a little too taxed with our other Escape cards. Alright, we're taking the Heliod here because we can't actually kill a Heliod, so... Hand's not great. Hand is not great. There you go. Plains. And Sego. We go... Our castle's not bad. They have to draw a white source to cast any spells. All they have is Nykthos right now. Oh, they did it. Why wouldn't they do it, you know? Why not? Alright, so... Can't Bonecrusher that one. If we play a land, we give them the ability to Knight of the White Orchid, which kind of sucks. We can't not play a land, though, so... So they get to go Knight of the White Orchid, get a land here, which is unfortunate. They have Gideon, too. Gideon's a pretty big house. Alright, untap, draw, Slew. Okay. I guess we're going to cycle with Slew and probably just stomp the Knight and then Atomic. Sure, that's not bad. It's double red too, so... Alright, yeah, I guess we'll just plus here and then kill this before they get to use the Devotion. Alright, Gideon Eyes Zendikar. Very good Magic card. Very good Magic card. Yeah, I think that card's pretty cool, honestly. Okay, well, guess we're cycling again. Kolaghan's Command. Interesting. Now, the problem is that we can't stop Gideon from just rumbling across the table here and killing Liliana for the most part, which is not good. But I suppose we can Kolaghan's Command, kill the Knight, make them discard. Could minus Liliana and try to spike a Murderous Rider. That'd be pretty lucky though. I mean, Liliana's gonna die no matter what. So they have an Arden Veil too. This just seems hard. All right, let's do it. Big money. We had a Kroxa, and they have a Stasis Snare in their hand anyway, so you might as well bring this to our hand just to cast it later. So we're not gonna exile it with a Stasis Snare present. So, all right. I mean, you got some value, I guess. All right, we just say go, and I guess we'll Kolaghan's Command. I guess we could play the Bonecrusher. Yeah, just play Bonecrusher. We could Kolaghan's Command to kill the Knight, but we might as well have a 4/3 in play. I can attack Gideon. Double Shocking Gideon doesn't work because this plus is to be a 5/5, so it's going to have 5 loyalty. Alright, well, they're burning their Stasis Snare, which is kind of cool, I guess. They have another one? Okay, you got a 13. Mountain. I mean, we can Kroxa. I guess that's probably our best out. They're just dumb. They just got Reckless with their Stasis Snare. Not even going to let me escape it. They're just going to do it right now. Right this second. Won't even wait. And discard another Gideon. Sure. I think we're dead, folks. So, draw step, Kolaghan's Command, discard, and kill that, and Nykthos, yeah. Redundant Nykthos, yeah. Not too big on Kolaghan's Command either. We are, I guess, not dead yet, so we could hit a Murderous Rider off of this. We're basically dead, but last hope. Going on a minus. Survey says nothing. Yeah, I mean, Gideon is a very good card, but I guess we do have 4 Dreadbore and 3 Murderous Riders, so it's not ideal, but I think Libation definitely comes in. It's a way to kill Heliod, which we lack, and killing either one of these snares would be fine right now. Okay, so Libation. I don't think I want 4. Like 4 Slaughter games is just insane. Just way too many Slaughter games. Brutality seems awful. I would say Kolaghan's Command also does not seem very good. Dreadbore, Pyromancer, Spray, Thoughtseize, Push, Kroxa. Problem is we can't Slaughter games before they can just cast Heliod, which is really, really bad. Don't want Cry the Carnarium. Doesn't kill enough of their stuff. Not convinced Slaughter Games is better than Infinite Obliteration. It's usually one to name creatures anyway, and it just costs 1 mana less. Hell yeah, pizza goldfish. Alright, I guess we're taking 100,000 damage just in this game, but... Baffling End, Rest in Peace, Walking Ballista. So 2 answers for Pyromancer, and a card that makes our Liliana worse and turns off our Kroxa. That's basically it, I guess. I think Rest in Peace is the end of the world for us. 2 cards that kill Pyromancer is pretty annoying. Oh boy. Alright. I think we're going to let them Rest in Peace us. Planes go. Quads. Let's go play some poker. Oh, wait, we can't. Because all the casinos are closed. Can't go outside. Alright, Baffling End. So we just, like, take the Baffling End and play Tapland, and they play Rest in Peace and play some lands and whatever, I guess. It's a lot of work to make this Pyromancer good. Libation. That's pretty annoying, because they actually can just sacrifice the Rest in Peace now, because it's kind of irrelevant. Alright, we're doing stuff here. We're doing stuff. They've got Ardenvale, Nick those 2 cards. Oh, man. Alright, so Rest in Peace is insulating their Heliod from our Libation, which kind of sucks. I don't think this card's very good. I think we're just going to stomp them and make a token off of it, or possibly kill something. I'd love to kill a creature here. That is a killable creature. Okay. Stomp, stomp, stomp. Get a token. They have 1 card in end. The Dreadbore. Bonecrusher Giant. Ballista, we're dead. Just kidding, we have this card. Benoish Marshal. Marshal. Which turns on Heliod. Yeah, okay. It would be hard for Heliod to be their only creature, honestly. Okay, so I kind of want to hold this Dreadbore. I am just going to use the Libation and say sack a creature. Because there's no way that'll sacrifice the Marshal. And if I sack the Heliod, awesome. You know, like, great. Yeah. And then, I mean, we are killing them in like 2 turns, and we have push for the combo, so we're feeling pretty good here. Good to draw. They're still dead, though. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they're dead. Alright. Gideon is really good. Gideon's a serious Magic card. But yeah, without like Opt, Treasure Cruise, etc., I'm certainly much less excited about Young Pyromancer. So now we have Slaughter games on the draw. I don't even want it. Like, if they already have a Heliod in play, like, I guess you name Ballista, but Treasure Cruise isn't even good in Pioneer. Take Through Time is insane and probably should be banned, but Treasure Cruise isn't even good. No fetch lands, no good cantrips. Cruise is a very fair to medium card. Dig Through Time should be banned, but alright, so I think we're just running it back. Now we're on the play, so I guess like Kolaghan's command, just like kill your thing, make you discard, is like somewhat appealing. I really hate these extra slaughter games. I just don't think it's going to matter as much on the draw. And then Libation. I think Libation's fine. Spray is like pretty medium. I could see bringing in K command over maybe a Spray. I think Spray is just like actively bad. The more I think about it. They have no 1-drops that are relevant, and we can kill their 2-drops of Bonecrusher Giant, so I like Big Chandra. -3 is 3 damage to all non-elemental creatures. Alright, so we can just kill all our stuff, honestly. It seems pretty fine for us. Maybe shave like a Liliana or a Kroxa because they rest in peace, but sure. This hand is fine, I guess. On the draw, 3 kill spells and a Chandra. I love Big Chandra. Big Chandra's insane. Big Chandra's really, really good. Look at them and their 1-drop. Look at them. I want to have the ability to kill a 2-drop, I think. Idyllic Range, powerful magic card. Torch of Defiance is talented Chandra. Pyromancer. Now the problem is they didn't play a creature on the next. They probably have a kill spell for it. I think we should actually wait on Pyromancer and play it with push up maybe. I don't think we're really in a rush to play Pyromancer here. Mastery of the Unseen. 2-mana enchantment. Whenever a permanent you control is turned face up, gain 1 life for each creature you control. 4 mana, manifest the top card of your library. I mean, really, really good in a long game if they have lots of mana, but we'll try and deny them that pleasure, I suppose. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. So we get to Pyromancer Thoughtseize here. Yes, very good with Nykthos, but obviously good with Nykthos and a bunch of stuff, and we're going to try and keep them having a bunch of stuff if we can. Okay. Their hand is Night, Night, Rest in Peace, Idyllic Range. So they can't Night, but I think Rest in Peace is almost irrelevant again, so let's take the Night here. Idyllic Range will something up a little bit, but whatever. Lord Drake, can help out Aiden. We gotta get Aiden in this Discord, alright? There's your Knight. There's your Grange. Granger. Would Donahope be better than man, they drew Baffling End? What a sicko. Just off the top. Draw Baffling End. Sicko. Alright. That sucks. Let's untap. They have Rest in Peace as their only card in hand. And we have Liliana of the Last Hope. So we want to get Chandra down onto a stable board. We're probably going to wait a turn. Let's just play Liliana plus on something, kill the knight, and just try and get Chandra down next turn, I guess. Yeah, Lily push isn't bad for sure. Just like, they have inevitability here with the Mastery, which is only like a 2-2 every turn, but like, it is definitely a thing we need to work around. It's plus on, we're going to kill the knight, so a plus on the Inspector. And then just say go. One, two, three, four, five. Well, that was a good draw, I guess. Okay. Yeah, that was probably the best draw on their entire deck. Not cool. Not cool. So push this. Untap. Slew. Guess we're going to Chandra minus on the Inspector. Let's work our way towards some ultimates. With Castle Locthwain in play, am I going to want to play this Slew? I think I do. So now even if they can somehow make this Heliod into a creature, we still have a blocker. Rest in peace, not a problem. Yes, the plan is certainly to ult Liliana. That is certainly our plan in this game. Oh. Prepare for trouble. Make it double. It's actually kind of annoying because Heliod's on now, but... Wow. However lucky they are, we're 10 times luckier. Must be nice. Pretty hard to kill a Heliod with a Libation when there's 5 enchantments in play, but we'll do it. Alright, plus Chandra. Bonecrusher Giant, perfect. Cast Stomp, target you. Put that one off to the side. Plus this. And target opponent sacrifices a creature. Aethermech, wherever you are, I hope you're enjoying this. Alright, and it's your turn. They say LOL in chat. One good turn deserves another, my friend. One good turn deserves another. Benelish Marshall. Another castle? Sure, it's a castle plus. Survey says Dreadbore. I was going to cast that anyway. Up, they scooped. They scooped. That's game. So Rest in Peace, not very good against us, thankfully. They just drew 2 blanks. Stops a few of our cards, but doesn't really stop us in our tracks. We saw that game how good the Planeswalkers were. I think Planeswalkers are really, really good. The thing is that Planeswalkers are a thing to build towards. What's up, Jubles? You know, I think that this deck is lacking something to build towards. We're playing good cards, but we're not necessarily building towards something, an end game of some kind or some sort of plan in some way, you know? Does that count as a Liliana emblem kill? Maybe. You can count it if you want. You can count it if you want. Right, folks, you can see the deck list right now on the overlay, cardboard.live. That's right. Thanks, Cardboard Live, for being awesome. Big stuff coming from them in the future. Check it out, cardboard.live. If you're a content creator, please get involved. Email James, get in the beta. And if you're on mobile, exclamation point deck will do it for you in chat. All right, check it out, cardboard.live. We can keep this hand. I am not happy with these passages at all. Not down. Watery Grave, Thoughtseize. Sure. I would say that our hand, unfortunately, is very poor against Inverter, but whatevs. Aiden, you did it! Happy to have you. That's great. Good news. I mean, push does turn on... So push turns on... I'm sorry, passage turns on push, but so does Field of Ruin. Let's get a swamp. Boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam, boom, bam. Angrath 5. I do love Angrath. Angrath 5 is a cool one. Card is good. Alright, I guess just say go. I think we're pretty soft to Inverter combo here. Blunder Bottle. Do you have any idea what a good Kroxa build in Pioneer looks like? Is that a passive jab at this deck? Ashiok, are they playing the deck we played yesterday? That deck was cool. Alright. Yeah, I mean, sure. Alright, so they're going to exile Kolaghan's Command, Liliana, Dragonskull Summit. Right. Ooh, so I wanted to play Murderous Rider just to get it in exile, but we're going to Thoughtseize here too and play Dreadbore. That's just too good. What's going on over there? They're playing our deck from yesterday. That's awesome. So we played a deck yesterday on stream. That was an Ashiok Oblivion Sower deck. And that'll be up on my YouTube, honestly, in a little bit, like a week. Freshly Brewed the show. And that's great. That's hilarious. Based around exiling cards with Ashiok and then playing Sower and so on and so forth. And honestly, their endgame probably trumps ours. What's going on over there? I sound like a dad breaking up a hookup. Well, what are you guys doing in there? Alright, so... Sweet, Aiden. Alright, we have 2 Planeswalker removal spells and 2 removal spells otherwise. It's probably just Oblivion Sower, honestly. They can also hit our castles, which would be brutal. So, pretty sure we're going to show Dreadbore the Ashiok, and then we can just Murderous Rider the Ashiok, and then push the token if we have to, and just kind of keep grinding. We have Castle, they don't right now, which is a pretty big game, so... We do kill Planeswalkers pretty well. We were playing 4 Dreadbore, 3 Murderous Riders, ways to recur Murderous Riders, so... And they exiled Summit, Liliana, Kolaghan's Command, so... Alright, there's Swamp. They say go. Thoughtseize again. That's pretty good. Now, we need another Swamp to activate Castle. We could field Thoughtseize here and still have push available. No, we'll just Thoughtseize and hold up Field of Ruin. Alright, so Thoughtseize again. They drew their own castle. Never mind. No field ever. Ashiok or Murderous Rider. I think taking the Ashiok is better. Can just hold on to our Murderous Rider. And, alright. The game's afoot. Jubles. I forgive you. Agonizing Remorse. It's tough. It's tough. And they're just playing the castle? That is very weird. Why would you just run the castle out when I have Field of Ruin? And like you have no plays? Why not wait till you get activated at least once to get some value off of it? That's a very strange play. I'll take it, but... It's all about value, folks, you know? Bonecrusher Giant. I mean, don't particularly want to play that with a So we're going to just suck up some damage here. Just try to make a land drop. Did it. Did it. Sure. As long as we have castle and they don't, you know, it's not the end of the world. These pushes are, like, obviously kind of rotting in our hand, but... Alright, they have one card and we know it's Murderous Rider. Ugh. Alright, just say go, I guess. Going to 8. Dreadbore. All Regent, 22-month resub. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate the support. 22 months is a long time. Much respect. Yeah, I guess we're saying go. I mean, we could, like, brutality them, like, duress strange, to, like, gain some life. All Regent, for sure, my friend, for sure. Stay safe out there. I appreciate your support. We're doing it. Their deck's a little different than ours. We were not playing Ulamog. That's a boom boom. Okay. Sure. We have played a land this turn, so we'll just say go, I guess. Damn. That's a boomer. And they're 4 lands away. Going to 7. That's a good draw. Okay. So we're going to Liliana, probably minus for Pyromancer, and then play it and say go. Young peasy. So they can Murderous Rider here, but, like, obviously whatever, it's fine. They're going to Rider on the Pyromancer itself. And now we can Fatal Push right now, which will do a few things. It will fizzle the Swift End, so they lose out on the ability to cast Murderous Rider. It's sort of like preemptively Fatal Pushing the Murderous Rider. We also get a token. We're definitely going to do that. Alright, don't draw Oblivion Sower, basically. That's pretty annoying. Alright. I mean, now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, if they draw a Sower, we're dead. We have 6 lands in exile, including Castle Locthwain, so we need to kill them before Sower comes down, like real fast. It might even be correct to just ignore Ashiok here and just play Murderous Rider and play Bonecrusher Giant. I don't think Ashiok really matters at this point. We should have killed him quickly, so... Need to dodge Sower for, like, a turn, I think. Plays Watergrave tapped. Sweet. Chandra Torch Defiance. Love it. Adventure cards are always only creatures anywhere but the stack. So you can't Snapcaster Mage's Stomp. There are creatures everywhere but the stack. Probably just dealing 2 here, no matter what. 3, 6, 7. Yeah, I think nothing matters here but dealing 2. They have the Ulamog's irrelevant, so just deal 2. Alright, you're up. Cycle Faded Pools. Exile some cards. Another Ashiok. Alright, sure. Yeah. You've exiled many of my cards. This is my deck. Do you like it? Alright, so they have a lot of cards that are good against us. If they ever cast Oblivion Sower, we're probably in trouble, honestly. A lot of their end game is circled around just having a lot of lands in Castle Locthwain. And obviously, we also have Castle Locthwain, so they're guaranteed to have one, basically. Also, I mind a card like Goblin Rabblemaster on the board. We should kill our opponents in matchups like this, you know? So I think I like Chandra. Flashing about Dreadbore is a pretty big game. Our sprays are terrible. They've been pretty terrible. Brutality is okay as a duress. Fatal Push has been pretty bad, too. They don't have much to push. We might want Big Chandra, too. And then, do you want some number of Slaughter games? I don't really like it, but compared to the other cards we have, I guess Libation's bad. That's an Edict. Soul Guide Lantern is pretty mopey. We got Dreadbore, Pyromancer, Brutality, Liliana, Murderous Rider. K-Command's also, like, not amazing, but hitting Sower with Slaughter games is not the end of the world, I guess, so it's better than the cards that are here. Top Crimson. Soulfire Grandmaster is a cool card. I've actually been meaning to build around that card. I wanted to build a Soulfire Grandmaster, like Fires of Invention deck with some sort of Time Warp effect, but I just didn't really get around to that. Maybe that'll be a new episode of Freshly Brewed. Maybe. Maybe. Lantern is one-sided. Important thing here is Castle. By far the most important card. That's awkward. I couldn't play it if we wanted to, so. I might have an argument towards keeping that land over Kolaghan's command, but they have like 8 discard spells, so I want to keep as many threats as possible, or just spells as possible. Alright. Well, here we go. Start this party off right. Crimson, that's awesome, my friend. I get paid for you watching me, so we're both at work. Please negate this, so I can laugh at you and play another one. Alright, so they have Ashiok, Dreamrender, Murderous Rider, Oblivion Sower. Now, Sower is like the best card. We really got to stop that because the game's going to go long, and that's going to be a real issue. And then Ashiok compounds that. They do have the 2 Murderous Riders to attack my 2 Planeswalkers, though, and I don't like that. So we might just leave them with... We can't take Murderous Rider, though, like... And then just leave them with Oblivion Sower. Ashiok kind of negates Liliana of the Last Hope anyway. If we take Rider, we could, like, make them discard with Kolaghan's command and just try and, like, keep them off of that much mana, I guess. Won't they eventually only have Sower in hand for K-Command? That's true, I guess. Maybe you just, like, spike the Sower. I don't know, but if the game will ever get to that point. We're also not really cranked up on land here either, so the fact that Ashiok turns off Liliana is pretty annoying. Solar's still really good. It's huge, it's hard to kill, and if they just get one Castle Locthwain and a bunch of lands in play, they're way, way ahead. So this one takes Murderous Rider for sure. The question is, what is this one going to take? Is it Sower or Rider? I think it's probably Sower. I think if I play Liliana, they're going to Murderous Rider it. So, even though it's not great, let's take the Sower. Oh my god. They have 4 cards in hand. They have Ashiok, Island, Swamp, Murderous Rider. And they just played Swamp, Ashiok? Sure. So, goodbye, Graveyard. They also exiled... See, they exiled the castle. So that's what I was saying, where if they get to use our castle, it's pretty bad for us. Alright, Liliana of the Last Hope. I think ulting Lily is like, it could happen, but... Alright, so there's Swift End. Good. And now we just need to hope we can ride this, this Chandra to victory. Their hand is Island, card. So let's have that card not be good, please. That stinks. Alright, Bonecrusher Giant, take 2. Alright, hold, please. Yeah, we could have maybe minus Liliana and just like went for try to get a card back. They might ignore it then. So like, I don't know. There's your island, and that's it. So now K command can hit the Ashiok, and they didn't cast Murderous Rider, which is kind of weird because like we have the Chandra to pressure. That's a big boomer Chandra. Oh my god. Doomsday Alarm, big Chandra's here. The emblems are really good too because a lot of their end game is based on Castle Locthwain. So let's go. And I love Chandra Torture Defiance. Really good card. Exile me again, sure. It's funny, there actually aren't that many lands in exile, which is not great for us. Because we want to draw spells, obviously, but... Slew. I mean... If they were going to kill these, they would have killed it already, probably. But just still going to plus, I think, though. It's plus, plus. 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 Reveals a land. Alright. Thoughtseize you. What do they have if they're not playing this Murderous Rider? Languish. Dreadhorde General, Oblivion Sower. Woo! That is a scary hand. It has to be Sower because we have a million lands in exile. So, Dreadhorde General is good. I don't think it beats Chandra Emblem and then Chandra Emblems. So, and they have Languish to discard 2 K command. So you probably just want to shock them with the K command. We're gonna play this land, I think. Probably just... They go to 11. We ultimate. They can't cast Sower. They only have 5 lands. I think we hold the Slew, actually, because we want to just... I mean, we're going to ultimate this and just kill them anyway, so I don't think it matters. Maybe we've Castle in play. I mean, just take it up. They go to 11 off these Chandra emblems. Drowned Catacomb. They did it. They drew the 6th land. Imagine if they had a Murderous Rider in play all this time. I would have had to like kill it and stuff. Think this game's over. Untap. Draw. Game. Game. Chandras. Stomp you. 5 you. Kolaghan's command you. That's a stack, folks. That's a stack. Game. Chandra. Match. Right, Zibby? He's eating. I hear him munching. Y'all can't hear that, right? All right. 2-2. I would say that so far, Chandra Torch Defiance, the 1 copy, has been our best card by a significant margin. Let's keep battling. Also, folks, check out bcwsupplies.com. #1 source for all your game supply needs. Game supply needs. Card boxes, card binders, card sleeves, Elite 2 deck card sleeves, best sleeves in the market. I've been using their gear for over 4 years. Their binders have been across the country dozens of times, and they are high quality, awesome stuff. My entire collection's in 4 of the binders. And sleeves are great. Deck boxes are great. Check them out. bcwsupplies.com. bcwsupplies.com. Promo code Jim10 for 10% off your order on bcwsupplies.com. Also, you want to know how to get your deck on Your Deck Live, a show or play Your Deck Live on stream? Then go to my website, jimdavismtg.com. And all the info is right here. Right here. We got the current queue, how much it costs, what do you get, how to submit, logistics, scheduling, past episodes. It's all there. Check it out. jimdavismtg.com. There's our current queue. It's a little long. So let's go. The old awkward passage. We're going to keep, but a little awkward. Hallowed be thy fountain. Thanks for following, Mass. If you haven't followed, with that follow button, of course, watching on YouTube, make sure you follow on there. Welcome. Slew. This Magma Spray is probably not looking too good. How does this work? What do you mean? How does what work? Life? Ooh, okay. Magma Spray, back online. Looks like Magma Spray is back on the menu, boys. Alright, well, that answers that question. I was going to decide if I wanted to Bonecrusher or Magma Spray, but now we just cast Thoughtseize. Alright, they're just playing like the splash blue version of Heliod. How do magnets work? So our hand's insane and their hand sucks. It's Heliod. And we'll just say go and we'll spray their knight and then Bonecrusher their other knight and just do it. Just do it. Looks like a Zergling being killed by a fire bat. Okay, so they're intentionally skipping a land drop to try and get some value off their Knight of the White Orchid. And I don't think we care. They can have their value, whatever. They can cycle a land too, but there's no chance we're not playing a land here. They should have no spells, and we have spells, so. So cycle farmland, untap, play knight, get some value. We can't kill a Heliod if it's in play, which is tough. But all right, there's your knight. Hollowed Fountain, tapped. Right, Plains here, I would assume. Castle Ardenvale, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Stompia. Got 4 cards in hand. It's a lot of cards. I don't think Kroxa is like really on the menu at the moment. Castle Locthwain. God, you love to see it. Alright. Yeah, I mean, just give me the old Bonecrusher. Start getting stuff out there. If you're looking forward to our next deck on stream, this is our 5th match, of course. Our next deck is Sultai Godpharaoh's Gift, also in Pioneer. All Pioneer today. Oh my god. That's a good card. That's a good card. Arcanist Owl. Woot. Does make Kolaghan's command better, though. It's an artifact. Oh, they missed. Ooh, the old Whiffsky. The old Whiffsky. Hate to see it. Field of Ruin. That's actually really good. The question is, what do we wish to do about this owl? Are we cool trading Bonecrusher for the owl? We probably are, right? Yeah, I guess it's fine. It's a lot of devotion, too. They might even block, honestly. I don't think I want to Dreadbore it, though, because I want to keep that for a Gideon off the top. Let's see what their thoughts are. Okay, they don't want to make any trades. Definitely want to field this Ardenvale. And then we could Kroxa. That is a number of cards for Kroxa. With the passage and everything else. Yeah. I guess we'll Kroxa. What's up, Tuna? Physical Tuna. Casting Kroxa kind of sucks. It's definitely better to not cast it. We did give him a land for farmland, but whatever. Maybe I should have done it on their turn. That was probably a mistake. I should have done it on their turn. They discard something. Another farmland. It's farmlands for days. What is this? Ooh, Elspeth Conquers Death. That is really, really good. That's insane. That's really good against us. That is a mirror breaker and a half. Okay. We gotta get Kroxa down and get some stuff going here. They have 2 cards in hand, and they're about to have 1. I doubt they have an instant or sorcery in their hand, so alright. That's pretty good. Get Mountain. Oh wait, we gotta cast Dreadbore first. Of course, the Conqueror's Death can get Heliod back, which kind of sucks. Once it's back, we can't really kill it, but okay, Kroxa. Come on down. They'll have 1 card left. Discarding. Fortress, go to 10. Now they have Teferi in their deck, and they play Teferi and bounce the Conqueror. I guess they can't Conqueror's Death this, right? It's one of the cool things about Kroxa. We also have 4 points of burn in our hand, too, which is kind of cool. Gideon, sure. They're not dead because I can't. No, they are dead. They dead. Sunset says I like draining there at Brutality to get the 5th card. Doesn't kill anything, Stomp doesn't cover. And you said earlier you want to hold the Dreadbore. I think at this point the game's almost over, so it doesn't really matter anymore. Dr. Fox, 413 sub, welcome back, my friend. You the best, you the best. So now we just go 4 mana for Brutality. We double mode it. We go -2/-2 and drain. And -2/-2 this, drain this, and this should kill them. So we're playing Street Wraith and the Bobble to upgrade for Kroxa. So we're playing Pioneer. No Wraiths, no Bobbles here. Alright. So, okay. Okay. Yes, Kroxa is definitely better in Modern because you have Street Wraith, Bobble, fetch lands, cheaper cards, etc. Kroxa's been like medium. It's not a card we can like do every single turn for sure. Alright, so we're gonna bring in Libation. I think 2 Slaughter games was the consensus previously. I think these Brutalities are pretty bad. And Kolaghan's Command is okay. Magma Spray is also pretty bad. Yeah, their deck's like a little bit different, I guess, because they're playing blue. They could have like Teferis, stuff like that. We still have a million Dreadbore effects, so it's not too bad. Could like maybe bring in a Chandra because they have like counter spells post board. Just like a nice big thing to have. I kind of like that actually. Spray is pretty awful. All right, this seems fine. We did beat Ashiok Oblivion Sower. Aethermech, you're here. Aethermech, my friend, welcome. I'm happy to have you. Whatever you missed, you can watch on the VOD, I guess, or on YouTube, of course. Things have been going medium. We'll go over the deck at the end. We're 2-2 right now. Our first 2 losses are pretty bad. We're trying to go 3-2 here, and we'll talk about the deck at the end, of course. All right, we are on the draw. They mulligan to 6, and we have a 2-lander. But I think we're going to keep this. Discard is really good in the draw because they're already down a card. And they mulligan also. We have Bonecrusher. We draw any land. We have Rider and Cast Crusher. We're going to keep this. Might have Devout Decree. Yeah, maybe. Card's good against us for sure. Alright, they keep 6. They keep 6. Hollow Fountain. Tapped. Hollow be thy fountain. Don't draw 6 mana Chandra. Perfect. Perfect. Love to see it. Oh, sweet Aethermech. And no worries, my friend. You always watch the VOD. You're a subscriber, and subs have access to all my VODs. I haven't done a sub spiel in a while. I'm a full-time Magic player. This is my full-time gig. I'm at work right now. All right? And I am very, very fortunate that that's the case. My life is awesome, all because of you fine folks. And if you want to support me in my my shenanigans here in being a full-time Magic player, the best way to do that is to subscribe to the stream. It costs $5 a month. Or free if you're an Amazon Prime user. Okay? What do you get? You get access to all my emotes. You get access to all my Twitch VODs, meaning you can go back and watch any stream you missed whenever you want on demand. That is only available for subs. A lot of stuff goes on YouTube, a lot of stuff doesn't, and then you can watch it whenever you want also. So, those are big perks. Access to my private Discord chat server for subs only. Huge one. Discord's bumping all the time. And then we also do free contests like Survivor Football. Every year, all subs get a Christmas card. The Christmas card always includes my token from CoolStuffInc.com. Pretty cool, right? A lot of value for only $5 a month. So I really, really appreciate all your support. Y'all the best. Love y'all. And I'm going to just get up to do this right now. I don't want to risk them like having a counter spell or some flash. Or just something. I don't know. Whatever. We're definitely killing it, so I might as well just do it now. But yes, so you're all great. Thank you all so much. Only $5 a month. Same as a Chocomocha latte from Starbucks. And I understand times are tough right now. You know, world's literally falling apart. So if you can't subscribe, I don't hold it against you at all. I love you all equally, regardless. But if you can, I love you. Appreciate it. Okay, so Liliana of the Last Hope is fine. They have 3 cards in hand. Definitely want to Slaughter Games Heliod next turn if I can. I mean, they could just cast it, obviously, but they didn't cast it this turn, so... we could just cast Bonecrusher Giant, which I don't hate. Liliana can, like, minus this and just kind of, like, let it chill. But letting their things chill in play is not ideal. I'm just going to cast the Bonecrusher Giant. It's a pretty big boom boom. But Chocomocha lattes are delicious. I'm also delicious. Subscribe to the stream. Likes on YouTube are free. Panda, new sub. What's your name? Where are you from? Welcome, my friend. That's the pitch working. It worked. I feel great success. Panda, thanks for following. Thanks for subbing, my friend. What's your name? Where are you from? How are you doing? Thank you so much. Make sure you join the old Discord, all right? It's a very time raveler. Now, if they bounce my Bonecrusher Giant, I'm pretty happy about it. So, good night, success. I mean, okay, sure. All right, we're gonna take this time to play Slaughter Games while they're tapped out here and while they haven't played Heliod yet. Then next turn we can like Bonecrusher play it. We can Bonecrusher Liliana. We can do whatever we want. Sell out with me. Oh yeah, sell out with me tonight. Record company's gonna give me lots of money and everything's gonna feel all right. We saw a real big fish play a few weeks ago. Heliod. Sun Crowned. Their hand is. Oh my god. Yep. That's bad. Okay. I guess we can just stomp the fairy and then we can still Murderous Rider. That's a boom boom. They have a knight and they have a plains. They actually boarded out 2 copies of Heliod. Okay, this is an interesting version of this deck. They've got unless they only have 2. They've got 2 ballistas, a couple Teferis, a couple spell quellers. Dragor and Ojtai is a freaking house. 2 Conquers Death. So they're definitely, I think they're better against us. But we can Murderous Rider it, obviously. Just kill the Teferi. So could be worse. I'm probably gonna board out Slaughter Games. I can't see their hand. What was their hand? Knight, land, Ojtai. Right? Alright, sure. Shadow, you're a sub. Rock, you're a sub. New subs. Thanks for the gifts. Appreciate that, Tuna. And then our new sub is Brian from Houston. Sweet. Still alive without coronavirus. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Playing since 2011. Favorite card, guys, Saint Draft. Favorite deck, Grixis Test Shadow. Name the puppy, Karn. Sweet. Appreciate it. The old Jeskai Black. Alright, so we need to kill Teferi. And the problem is we just need to like leave out Murderous Rider for the rest of the game. I guess the stupid thing can hit it. If it hits us, whatever, right? If Ojtai hits us once, the game doesn't end, you know? What are we doing here? The problem is that Ojtai also just like negates our planeswalkers. Well, if they attack a planeswalker, they're not attacking us. They don't draw cards anyway, so this is a weird game. We're definitely stopping the Teferi, and I guess we just If I stop and leave up 3, they won't attack with Ojtai, and then I have to leave up 3 mana for the rest of the game. So what's the? There's no real benefit there, you know. Yeah, and then we can just like let the Ojtai hit us, I guess, and then just kill it with the Murderous Rider, and just suck it up. Yeah, it's fine, I guess. We play Chandra, just dies to the Ojtai. Alright, it's not like Ojtai hits you once, you just lose the game. It's not like they're playing counter spells, you know. Ojtai was played in that old Esper Dragons deck, where if it ever hit you, and they were untapped with counter spells, you lost the game instantly. But they're not playing that deck. They're playing just like mopey white cards, so... Right, Sibby? Alright, so here comes Ojtai. I think they had like 2 Spellcrawlers and 1 Mystical Dispute in their deck for counter spells. And if they drew one of those, I mean, I guess, sure. Dreamcaller seems much scarier than Ojtai, honestly, but it's also harder to cast. They're splashing white, so... They won Veto, too? Yeah, whatever. They got it, they got it. We could also, if they counter my Rider, we should get it back with Liliana and do it again next turn, so... Shadow, you're sub now. What's your name? Where you from? Welcome, my friend. Kill with Chandra, too. Yeah, I mean... I think we save the Chandra for later, because we can double spell if they counter it, so... 1 Veto, 1 Dispute, 2 Quellers. Thanks for keeping paying attention, guys. Appreciate that. Another Teferi? And bounce Bonecrusher Giant again? Like... They're going to bounce the Ojtai. Clever. Clever, clever, clever. But now I just need to like cast it again and then wait a turn and then attack with it again. So like I guess that's fine, but alright. Let's keep playing Magic, I guess. Let's attack Teferi and see what they do. They're paying costs. Stasis Snare. I mean, now I just like resolve Chandra, right? Sure. And I guess they could like Ojtai to kill the Chandra, but then we just kill the Ojtai, and we're still getting cards off Chandra anyway, so... I probably should have Kroxa at first, but whatever. So they have... Turn a land, sure. We're going to play Liliana also, but... That would require leaving the knight in play, too, and I don't know. Another knight? Sure. Are they not casting Ojtai? Shadows from Pennsylvania play Merfolk and Modern. Mostly play EDH with Nexer. I don't know what that is. Been a fan for a while. Hope the move goes well. Thanks, my friend. Appreciate it. Yeah, well, the thing is they're splashing white, so they can't afford to play Trawler all the time. And they just said in chat they can't count. So they're probably planning on knighting for a land and then playing Ojtai. Instead they're playing Gideon of the Trials. And they have 1 card in hand, and it's Ojtai. So if I can make them discard somehow. I can. I can Liliana back the Kroxa. That's game! Liliana back Kroxa, and then Murderous Rider the Gideon. Probably. Splashing Blue. Sorry, Splashing Blue. Okay, so Liliana. Then we're going to make red. I guess we can't, like... We're going to lose a Planeswalker here, which sucks, but... It's definitely worth getting rid of the Ojtai in their hand. We're also getting close to just casting Kroxa too, so... Goodbye, Ojutai. Goodbye, Ojutai. And then we're going to Murderous or Swift End the Gideon. And I'm pretty sure we're playing a land here. We have Castle in play. And a lot of things to do. Just playing Rider, they just activate the Gideon attack. So we still have some work to do here. We're not like out of the woods yet. They still have Teferi in play. They have a castle. But we're going to untap with at least one Planeswalker in play. And the ability to Murderous Rider. We have Kroxa on tap. We have a Cycle Land. We have Castle Locthwain. So, alright, they're going to attack the Chandra. Definitely the better Planeswalker, but the Liliana will answer the Knight. So let's see what they draw here. Cycle Farmland. And play Nykthos. So I'd say we're in decent shape. Plus Teferi. Draw. Now they can bounce Snace's Snare and hit my Kroxa with that. But so they've got no cards in hand. Let's plus here. We can go... We can just cycle a land and play Kroxa. Again, though, they can just do the whole Teferi play and then get it back. We get back Bonecrusher Giant, though. I think I'll just bounce the Kroxa, I guess, right? It's pretty hard to cast again. Let's cycle first. Can I do both? 5, 3? No, I can't do both. I have cycled to get it, though. So, alright, let's cycle. I mean, Teferi is like not that important. All right, Bonecrusher Giant is pretty cool. That's actually awesome because now I can stomp Teferi so he can't do the bouncing plays, and then just play Kroxa, and then have Rider and Bonecrusher available, and still have Castle. That's pretty good. All right, I like it. I like it. I like it. Smee, what about Smee? Okay, so nice spot to be in that we are currently empty-handed, where we have 2 spells effectively in our hand, and a castle in play with a bunch of lands and a Planeswalker. So, yeah, corner feels pretty turned here. They can make a token with whatever. Liliana eats tokens for breakfast. You eat tokens for breakfast? No. That's pretty good. Spectre for a clue. All right. Untap. Draw step. Thoughtseize. Tilt. It's annoying, but sure. All right. We're going to play Bonecrusher and Murderous Rider. And just start attacking with the old Kroxa here. Let's kill a human. Not out of the woods yet, but... Drawing Thoughtseize is worst draw in the deck by a country mile because it's just a dead card for Castle Locthwain, which sucks, but... So they have Kroxa like kind of on lockdown, but obviously it will keep triggering to hurt them. Then we've got 2 more creatures on the way here. All right. I mean, pretty good board state. They, you know, the top of their deck has to be kind to them, I think. Untap. Don't draw Thoughtseize again. Young Pyromancer. That actually makes the Thoughtseize, like, more not crappy. Alright, we'll Thoughtseize. It's probably going to do nothing, but it's token. It's one less damage off Castle Locthwain, so palatable. Palatable. Tobin's Veto. Cool. Now it deals 3 with Kroxa too, so... And then we'll plus on the Knight. And they're like pretty close to dead now. I think we attack Teferi with everything. Even though it's like we're pretty close to killing them. If they get to Teferi, bounce Stasis Snare, draw a card. They don't have any rats in their deck, right? I don't think so. That could like give them a chain of draws to win the game. Maybe. Maybe not. Bouncing Kroxa is also good. I should draw a castle. I'm trying to push, I guess. Because, like, if Rider hits them, who cares, you know? Yeah, I'm attacking Teferi with everything. They're just going to chump the Kroxa anyway and probably block the Bonecrusher. So, they could just take 2 and go to 9. Doesn't really change much. But hitting Teferi does change a lot. Now, they'll probably let Teferi die here, which is fine. They're still taking 3. We gain 2. And that's all well and good. Well, they're a Devotion deck, but they're like a little bit different because they're playing blue, so... Oh my god, Panda! Panda, Panda, Panda. $80 donation from Panda. Panda says, been watching for a year now on YouTube and working from home. Let me catch you during the day finally. Making it for Loft sub time. Appreciate the work. I assume that's a Your Deck Live, Panda? Fill out that form and submit it. The queue is a little full right now, so it might be a week to a week and a half wait. But submit the form, getting the scheduling discard will be pretty good. It's also possible with an extra draw they could just spike the combo. And, they can't. Never mind. We already killed the Heliods. I could like Ballista maybe. I don't know. They should probably just let Teferi die and not make any blocks here. Yeah. And then we've got 2 blockers, so there are 2 attackers. They have 0 cards in hand. We're going to draw off the castle. Feel dumb, we draw push. Passage, sure. Probably should have left that in play, actually, because we draw push. Might want it, but whatever. Show over that F6 value, you know? Should definitely let that in play, but... Here you go, big draw step, don't kill me. They play planes. That's game! There's a Bonecrusher Giant under Stasis Snare. Okay, so we went 3-2. But there's definitely have some issues with this deck. What are we supposed to do with channel points? Hashtag soon. I'll make cool stuff for it at some point. Just, as I've said many times, we're going to be moving in less than 2 months. And once we move and we get settled in, a lot of the things that you're waiting for will happen. Right now you can, highlight a message, unlock emotes and stuff, and modify emotes, but that's all there really is. A big Ballista would have been okay. I don't think it actually won them the game. So, went 3-2, right? Yep, went 3-2. We lost to Lotus Field, and we lost to Sultai pretty badly. The Sultai deck really crushed us. I would say this deck has some issues. Now, they're definitely easy traps to fall in, because all the cards look really good, right? Aethermech, don't be sad. What's learned from this, all right? The problems here are we're playing a lot of really good cards. but we're not necessarily thinking about how they interact with the format or how they interact with each other in our own deck. So cards like the cards that jump out at me are Kolaghan's Command, Collective Brutality, and Magma Spray as the weaker cards in my deck. Most importantly, Brutality and Kolaghan's Command, which are both very powerful cards, playable in Modern and Legacy. The problems here are multiple fold, though. Neither card is very good in the current format. There's no Infect, there's no Burn. It's just a bad -2/-2 and a bad Duress, basically. We don't really want Disfigure, Duress, Split card in our deck. And the idea of discarding Kroxa is cool, but realistically this card was basically just another Stomp with no Bonecrusher Giant attached to it. And then Kolaghan's Command, there aren't really many artifacts that matter. So this was most of the time just Stomp with a discard attached to it. So the problem being, A, the cards aren't very good in the format, and B, the other problem is the element of diminishing returns. We already have 4 Shocks in our deck. We have 4 Stomps, basically, right? Brutality is Stomp 5, 6, and 7. Spray is Stomp 8 and 9. Kolaghan Command is Stomp 10 and 11. How many Stomps do we need? You just don't need that many, right? So not only are Kolaghan's Command and Brutality just kind of weak cards that aren't really performing in the deck, they're also so redundant, and there are other cards in the deck that do the same job better, that we just don't want them, I don't think. The cards that overperformed, Murderous Rider and Bonecrusher Giant were phenomenal. Liliana of the Last Hope was phenomenal. And then Chandra. Big Chandra. Coolio says, well, if you have 11 Stomps, 11 times 2 is 22, and you can kill them. That's funny. So that's problem number 1. Problem number 2 is that while all the cards in this deck are good, we're lacking an overall plan or end goal. What are we building towards in this deck? Sultai Delirium is building towards Euro. Taiwa Tracker. Kill things, put cards in the graveyard, get things rolling, get the engine going, keep playing Euro. That's their end game, right? What's the end game in this deck? Because there isn't really one. It's sort of just like, Kroxa, yeah, sure, but we can't Kroxa forever. They can kill it, we can't do it again. Maybe do it twice, Pyromancer is good, but it's fragile. And then we're not really playing many cantrips or anything, so that the Pyromancers are like, they're fine. They weren't bad, but... And then that's really it. We have Liliana, maybe we can ultimate or something, but we're not really building towards much. And there's also aren't many sources of card advantage. So it felt like whenever we drew Chandra, it was phenomenally good. And then our sideboard Chandras are also really good. I think that moving towards a kind of a planeswalkery idea is a way to go. The problem is that it makes Pyromancer worse. I'm not even sure Pyromancer is that good without cantrips anyway. Without cards that say 1 mana draw card on them, Pyromancer is just medium. It's just not great. And there aren't a lot of good 2-drops, unfortunately, which is an issue. But Pyromancer felt kind of medium. I didn't really love it. Love Castle Locthwain. Love Thoughtseize. Love Fatal Push. For Murderous Rider, not close. But so let's put aside the cards that underperformed were these cards. And unfortunately, they are a lot of the spells, which means Pyromancer doesn't look great either. Angrath might actually be fine in this deck, but I would love to see more Chandras. Siphoner. I could buy Siphoner in this deck for sure. I think Siphoner's great. Siphoner could be a definite replacement for Pyromancer. Play some Aether Hubs and call it a day. I like that. Siphoner's definitely good. So I think we're going to cut the Pyromancers. Chandra, easy add. I think we want 3 Chandras. 3 Lilianas, I think so. It's just so good with the Murderous Rider and the Bonecrusher Giants. Fatal Push is just awesome. I think 3 is fine. Dreadbore's really good. Kroxa is good. We don't want aggro cards, folks. We don't need Embercleave or Light Up a Stage. It's definitely like a Jund style deck. We're going to be playing Some good kill spells. Thoughtseize you, play a good Planeswalker, and then kill you. Glorybringer is a possibility. I did like Inferno a lot too. It could be definitely a sideboard card. What's up, Cranky? But yeah, I think Siphoner might be it. Might be the card you want over Pyromancer. So what's Harness Lightning is it's okay. You know, do you want a couple Harness Lightning over Dreadbore? Maybe. It kind of fills the same role as Bonecrusher again, you know. I could see playing like 1 or 2. Just like it's a little extra removal. It can kill larger things. One of the benefits of Harness Lightning is that in non-black decks, it can kill very large creatures that red normally can't do. We can already do that. So it's not necessarily fulfilling a role that we can't already fulfill. So, let's say, you know, maybe play 1, maybe 1 or 2. There's some value in it for sure, but let's put this here for now. We'll see if we end up playing it or not. Once we have these Siphoners, we want Aether Hub, of course. I'm going to cut the passages, and probably the fields. I don't think fields very good. Hub is a colorless land at times, so the cost there is, you know, it exists for sure. Heart of Kira doesn't really work. Heart of Kira requires you to play creatures like Druid also. It's not really worth the effort. This is 59. And then pushes, Siphoners, Dreadbores, Kroxas, Liliana's, Riders. We cut the sprays, the Kolaghan's commands. The one big benefit of Chandra, of Harness Lightning is... the one big benefit of Chandra is that you really want a spell you can cast off of Chandra the turn you cast Chandra. If you go Chandra, add 2 red, stomp your creature, now you have a 5 loyalty Planeswalker that killed something is really, really good. So Lightning does fill that regard. Mire Triton's like okay. It's just like not an absurdly powerful card. So I'm not really thrilled about Mire Triton. This is 24 lands. We've got I actually really like Canyon Slough. I'm gonna cut Swamp, I guess. We have these 3 castles. Oh man, it should be pretty good. I like Slough a lot in these kind of decks though. It's a double land type to turn on your summits and your castles, and the little flood insurance also. Angrath Rampage is like, I would need a pretty good reason to play that card. I don't think that reason exists right now, so let's cut a Swamp. And then we need 2 more spells in our deck. Angrath. Angrath's fine, honestly. I mean, it's a big creature. Stealing a Euro attacking it's kind of cool. Oh, I still have the hammer. Mjolnir's up there. I think that Rider's better than Dreadbore. I could see cutting a Dreadbore before I cut a Rider, honestly. Rider's just really, really good. It's so good with Liliana, too. Maybe we want a 25th land, honestly. We have flood insurance in Castle Locthwain and Kroxa. Play 1 passage, maybe. A little help for Fatal Push. A little help for Kroxa. Kalidas is okay. It's okay. It's not really like amazing. It's fine. Get board 1 maybe. And then sideboard wise, I did not like our sideboard really at all. I actually love the Chandras. They actually felt phenomenal to me. Especially Awakened Inferno. I could see playing it at 1 Awakened Inferno in the main deck, honestly. It's possible this Angrath is just not correct. But Libation I did not like. It's just so hard to actually hit a Heliod with it. Dan Jessup says 25 lands is correct, and Dan knows his way around a good stuff mid-range deck, so 25 sounds good. I don't think Languish is necessary. We're playing Siphoner. We're playing a lot of removal spells. But yeah, Libation seems too bad. Cry the Carnarium. I don't really like Cry either, honestly. And then Slaughter Games, I think leaving like 2 in is fine, but I really didn't love them. As far as Graveyard Hate goes, Lantern was okay, I guess. Wasn't great. Massacre Girl, I mean, it seems worse than Languish. Definitely want, I mean, I wouldn't mind like some Damping Spheres or whatever for the stupid Lotus Field deck. We did lose to that deck, and Obliteration's better than Slaughter Games. I agree, actually. I like Infinite Obliteration a lot better than Slaughter Games. Just 1 mana cheaper. We're basically always naming Heliod or Inverter anyway, so let's just play a card that's 1 mana cheaper. Also, you can flashback Obliteration with Chandra. I like Chandra a lot. The ability to be a threat that also flashes back your Thoughtseizes is really, really cool. And then Ashiok's cool too. I can buy Ashiok. Ashiok is Graveyard Hate. Rankle doesn't really fit. Rankle's only good if you have lots of things to sacrifice. One more card for the sideboard. It could be a second Kalidas, honestly. Love the Chandras. Maybe the Lantern, just like could shave a Lantern too. Any cards we're missing here? Lost Legacy, we have Obliteration. We're not playing like Noxious Grass or anything like that. And I guess we have no exiling removal currently. So we don't really, we lost to Euro pretty badly and don't really have a good way to deal with Euro. I guess Ashiok and Lantern kind of fill that role. Rakdos Charm is just like not very good. Don't really want Needle. Agonizing Remorse. That's fine. Like extra discard and also exiles. I can buy that. Oh boy. Where are you at? Agonizing Remorse. I can buy that. Oh, Rabble Master. I want a Rabble Master. Yeah. Maybe Sark in the Masterless since you're playing more Planeswalkers and Contempt for Life Exile. I think Contempt's too expensive. Sarkin might be better than Angrath, honestly. Cling to Dust. I don't mind Cling to Dust in the main deck. We were just discussing that earlier. Cling to Dust is kind of cool. It does step on Kroxa's toes, though. I think if we were playing Cling, we probably want to play 1 less Kroxa if we're going to play Cling. But now that we're not playing the Pyromancers, I don't think Cling's that important. So, alright. I would say we don't need Kalidas. I don't know. It's a powerful card. Is Remorse... Yeah, let me just do like this. I don't think we need these. These Lanterns don't seem very good. So, I would probably start here. There's a few things I'm not sure about in the sideboard. I'm not sure exactly how good the Rabble Masters and Remorses are, but they make a lot of sense. Having a fast way to kill combo decks is pretty important. Chandra and Rabble Master step on their toes a little bit, but they're both good against control decks. But they do different things, so I kind of like having a mixture. But yeah, so Aethermech, what do you think, my friend? This is Your Deck Live, a show I play Your Deck Live on stream. This is the rebuild for Aethermech. Went 3-2, but I think the deck needed a little bit of work. So, start rebuild currently. Cut Angrath for Sarkin. I mean, if you have Liliana and Chandra in play already, you're probably winning. I don't think you really need Sarkin. Angrath's cool. Stealing a Euro is just insane. You just steal their Euro, attack with it, gain 3, play a land, act for 6, sacrifice it. That's so insane. Angrath's pretty cool. I like Angrath. So Aethermech, what do you think, my friend? Questions, comments, concerns? Happy to answer. We got more decks to play today. We got Sultai, God Pharaoh's Gift, as well as Young Reefy. Young Reefy. Sounds good, Aethermech. I think we've solved a lot of our problems, though. I think the most important thing is to kind of think about how your cards line up and think about what's your mid to end game going to look like. You know, I think our last deck had a lot of good cards in it, but it was lacking that sort of like bigger picture vision, I think. In this house, we stan our Lord Angrath. Who wants to see Mjolnir? Raise your hand in chat if you want to see Mjolnir. For those who don't know, I played a lot of Angrath back when it was legal in Standard. I played an Angrath deck at the Invitational. I went 6-2 in Standard. And we, Angrath Metal. Angrath Metal. Obnixos over Angrath. Now, I think Angrath's pretty good, actually. It's a solid card. Like, these are our way to win, you know? No fire, no steel. Angrath's a singer in a black metal band. So we played Angrath. We Mjolnir some people. It's a little throwback Thursday. Yeah, I stole John's toy. Deal with it. It lives in here now. It's mine now. He can't have it anymore. I think he was like 7 when I stole it. But, alright, sweet. So, that's this deck. Again, big thanks to Aethermech for the donation. Appreciate that very, very much. This deck looks pretty good to me. I think you can definitely do some work with this deck. I think Siphoner's much better than Pyromancer. Like, significantly better. Glorbringer's also a possibility. For sure. But that's where we're at so far. If I were to play a double dip, I would play this deck right now. So, that's what I got. Aethermech for this. Any questions, comments, please ask them in chat. Again, big thanks to Aethermech for the donation. This has been a Your Deck Live. Pioneer Rakdos Adventure Time for Aethermech. And that's your new build. That's the flow of Your Deck Live. Donate a deck. I play it. I fix it. And that's it. We got two more Your Deck Lives today, but if you're watching on YouTube, that's it, folks. I love you. Please take a second to like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe. Free way to help me. It takes 10 seconds. It really helps a lot, all right? I love you all. Thanks so much, YouTube folks. See you later. Where'd Zippy go?